All right, give me some of that, right? Good Thursday morning, everybody. Taking a live look over the Ferris wheel at Elitch Gardens this morning. As you can see from the flag in front of it, we do have a bit of a breeze out there as we welcome in some cooler temperatures today. Good morning, everybody. I'm Jordan Chavez.
And I'm Corey Rose. Let's get a check the forecast. Keely Chalmers is joining us this morning. Keely, we're talking 20 degrees cooler than yesterday.
Yeah, if you've been waiting for some relief from the heat, wait no more. It is arriving. We've got some cold air, a cold front moving in from the northeast. And so those temperatures, yeah, they're going to be quite low, struggling to get into the 70s in many areas, topping out in the 60s even up there in the northeast. Temperatures right now, we're checking in at 62 in Greeley, 64 degrees right now in Ray, 61 in the Denver metro area, 59 in Colorado Springs. Your forecast for today, mostly cloudy skies. We got a lot of moisture moving in. We got some patchy fog out there, low clouds, 71 degrees, your forecast high for today with some scattered showers. And we have some isolated thunderstorms moving through this afternoon as well. So check out these forecast highs. We're talking about that front moving in from the north and east. So the temperature is much cooler up there across the northeast corner of the state with highs in the 60s. We're looking at, again, 71 degrees, your forecast high for the metro area. Not too much happening. We had some storms up there in the northeast and as well. Those are moving out. And we are going to see, again, some afternoon storms in the forecast for the metro area. Also some light showers out there. But the big story, of course, the cool down today and tomorrow. We're talking about the light rain. We also are going to be talking about kind of a stormy end of the week right into the weekend. We'll have the details on that coming up in your full forecast in just a minute.
Keely, thank you so much. Right now, we do want to show you what the drive looks like out here. A live look from our CDOT camera at I-25 and Evans Avenue, where overall I'd say we're moving pretty nicely this morning. I do want to take you over to our map and kind of show you what we're dealing with right now. We are getting reports of some road work if you're getting ready to leave the airport out along southbound Pena Boulevard between right in the area of 120th. If you're going to be traveling that way, just something to watch out for. But overall, seeing a lot of green on our map. Westbound I-70 drive between E470 and 76, only going to take about 13 minutes, so that is pretty quick. Both sides of 225 are in the green this hour as well. New this morning, CDOT wants to hear from you as it prepares to make changes along a very busy section of I-25. This morning, 9 News reporter Brianna Fernandez is live in Adams County. Brianna, this area sees constant crashes.
2 crashes per day, and that's according to CDOT. They say that most of these crashes are rear end crashes, and if you guys drive through this stretch of road along I-25, you know how busy it is and how challenging it could be. So take a look at your screen. This map really gives you an idea of the improvements that they could be making here later this year. So most of these crashes are rear end crashes, 2 crashes per day. It's a 5-mile stretch of road on I-25 between Highway 36, I-270, and 104th Avenue. So the goal for this area is to have wider shoulders along I-25 to provide more space for emergency responders and drivers when they need to pull over. Other changes could include a pedestrian overpass or underpass, auxiliary lanes to improve traffic flow between interchanges, plus the addition of a 4th general purpose lane on southbound I-25 between 84th Avenue and Thornton Parkway. CDOT says that more than 200,000 cars travel daily through this corridor. So with existing and growing traffic volumes combined with the increase in population, CDOT says the area demand will exceed capacity by 2050. Take a listen.
It is heavily traveled in Adams County, and there has been a lot of growth in Adams County, and we expect more. And with growth comes more traffic. You probably could say that the volume of traffic has outgrown the transportation system.
So CDOT says that public input is very important to them. So they're going to have a public meeting trying to see what the public is looking for in this stretch of road later this fall. And then construction, according to CDOT, could start late 2026 or early 2027. For now, I'm live here in Adams County. Brianna Fernandez for 9 News.
All right, Brianna, thank you.
Today, closing arguments are expected to begin in the trial of the cardiologist accused of drugging and sexually assaulting women in Denver. Stephen Matthews was arrested in March of last year. He faces more than 51 criminal charges. 13 women are accusing him of drugging them after meeting on dating apps. Some claim Matthews sexually assaulted them while sedated at his home in Denver. Matthews pleaded not guilty to the charges.
A judge is now clearing the way for the Colorado GOP to vote on whether to get rid of party chair Dave Williams. Todd Watkins is vice chair of the El Paso County Republicans and one of the state GOP's roughly 400 Central Committee members. He submitted the names of 113 people who say they want to hold a vote to remove Williams as chair. The party's executive committee rejected those signatures because Watkins did not provide further documentation. The party then sued to prevent Watkins from holding a meeting to try to remove Williams. The judge granted a temporary restraining order preventing that meeting until yesterday when he learned he lacked jurisdiction. Chris Murray is the attorney for those who convinced the judge to step aside.
Really where it leaves us is the folks who called the meeting either have the votes to get what they want or they don't.
A new meeting is now set for August 24th. Williams and the party call it invalid and illegal. But if a third of the 400 Central Committee members show up, there would be enough to vote to remove Williams and other party leaders.
Denver Mayor Mike Johnston's plan to ask voters for a sales tax increase to fund affordable housing is moving forward. The city's sales tax would increase 0.5%, adding 5 cents to a $10 purchase. The mayor's office estimates that would bring in $100 million a year. This week, a committee unanimously sent the proposal to the full city council vote. It'll have its first reading on Monday. Now, Denver Health is already on the ballot with a 0.34% sales tax increase to help the hospital pay for uncompensated care. If voters approved both, Denver's sales tax would be 9.65%.
The city of Denver is considering a new plan to add hundreds of miles of bike lanes around town. They are asking for help in deciding where those new routes should go. The plan would build about 230 miles of bike lanes around town. A big part of it would be a core network for bikes to allow for more direct, longer distance routes for cyclists, even on high traffic areas like Spear Boulevard. Some routes will be just lanes. Others will include protection on the busiest streets. Senior city planner Taylor Phillips says that they want to make biking in Denver safe and accessible.
I think we hear a lot from folks that they don't feel comfortable bicycling in their communities today, and that they want to see more bike infrastructure and more streets that have those kind of amenities that make biking not only safe and convenient, but fun. Bicycling should be fun. And we're hoping to provide the streets that will do that.
The plan is designed to be implemented over 20 years. Before it's finalized, the city wants people to weigh in over the next month on what does and does not work.
10 hours of hearings yesterday, and neither the National Transportation Safety Board nor Boeing can explain what led up to 4 bolts missing on a door plug of an Alaska Airlines jet. The door blew out in midair, leaving a gaping hole in the plane. We now know the plug was taken out for repair and incorrectly reinstalled. Boeing is considering adding a cockpit warning light so pilots are alerted if door plugs are in the wrong place.
Astronauts who went to space on Boeing's Starliner are in for a longer mission than they bargained for. Boeing says that they'll be in space until next year. A drastic change from what was only supposed to be an 8-day mission. Astronauts Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams have now been stuck at the International Space Station for 2 months. Their spacecraft is dealing with issues like helium leaks, and now NASA says that they will fly back with the SpaceX crew, but that won't happen until February.